185 grams of your powdered sugar, and it's 75 grams of almond flour. And this is where sifting becomes really important. If you have chunky ingredients, you have chunky macarons. And they're supposed to be smooth. Just a small container of some kind. You'll need 98 grams of regular sugar. You can also use vanilla bean sugar, but if you use vanilla bean, you'll actually get black flecks. So I usually just use regular. Your actual egg white, it does have to be clear of any yolks, otherwise you have to start over. So right now I'm at 103 grams, so I'm actually going to take a little bit out. Pour in all the eggs. And then you're going to beat this until it's frothy, so it's kind of looks like sea foam. It's really easy to overbeat them. And then they don't get that clear top, they actually get little bumps on them because they're too stiff. So I'm adding probably 1/8 of a teaspoon at a time. And when you test it is you take a spatula or a spoon of some kind, you kind of just dredge it through. You want it to kind of fall, but not so that it's going to be so stiff that you can't keep it. So it's kind of what we call a medium peak. And it's just about there right now, so I'm going to stop it. Take your sugar and your flour mixture, and you're just going to put this in. And one thing with a meringue is you want to be able to stabilize it, because if you overbeat it in any way, it will just fall. So you're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of white vinegar and a 1/4 teaspoon of cornstarch. And you just do that right on the top. So you just want to use a gel paste of some kind. You don't want to use a powder. And I add quite a bit of color to mine. I add probably a good teaspoon or more. And then you just want to start folding. You don't want to like mix it. You're going to actually fold. And it's going to be frustrating about this point because you just want to stir and you don't want to do that. This isn't a full batch. This will make about 16 macarons, give or take, depending on how big you make them. And you'll take a large, like a full sheet pan, line it with parchment, and then you just want to make sure they're uniform. If you've done it right, they shouldn't really spread. You want them to flatten out. You see the first ones, how they're flattening? Yeah. If you have any moisture on your pan whatsoever, they're not going to work. Okay, so you're going to spin them to keep them even, and you do it really carefully. And then that foot is what you want. So that lift that you have there, that's actually what you're looking for. And then that smooth top.